What's good, people? What are you guys telling me? Great game today. Arsenal 4, Leeds 0. Sorry for the late post-match reaction. Man was on dad duty, but here we are. Let's get straight into it. First goal, Martin Zubimendi. Ball in from Noni Madueke. Great for him to get an assist. Great for Zubimendi to get a goal as well. Let's put that mistake behind him. Madueke was playing. Saka got injured in the warm-up. I wasn't sure what happened. I didn't see the warm up. This is a 3 o'clock kickoff, so can't actually see the game officially. But yeah, didn't see what happened in the warm up. So yeah, none matter way he stepped in. And I thought he played really well. Second goal, make it 2-0. Yeah, from a Madueke corner. Darlow own goal. Keeper, while Rats probably could have just caught the ball. There was no Arsenal player around him, no pressure on him at all. I think there was 2 Leeds defenders next to him. He's kind of punched the ball into one of his defenders and then it's gone into the net. But yeah, I feel like when we get corners now, there's like a sense of anxiety from the other team. The media straight away posted online, oh, Arsenal's top goal scorer is own goal. And it's like, well, we don't score own goals. The other teams score own goals. So I don't see why it's something that they try and take the mic. Why would you take the piss out of us scoring own goals? They're scoring their own goals, not Arsenal. We're not forcing them to score in their own net. It's just by default, they're anxious, the pressure, and they're making mistakes. What can we do? But we'll take it all day long. We'll take it all day long. Then 3-0. We went 3-0 up. Martinelli, I thought played really well today. Came on the right hand side, showing pace, wanted to get past players, and yeah, for me, glimpses of old Martinelli, which I love. I think he's such a good player when he's playing at the top of his game. He's gone around his player. He's put the ball in on his right foot. No, was it his left foot or was it his right foot? I think it was his left. And then yeah, Gyökeres, bit too much power and good accuracy. Keeper tried to parry it, but it's still winning. Great finish. Great for Gyökeres to get another Premier League goal, making him Arsenal's top goal scorer now. I think with 6 goals, just in front of own goal with 5. Crazy, man, crazy. But yeah, we'll take it. If own goal finishes top goal scorer, we need to make an own goal mascot or an own goal cut out board, just to wind up the media. And then yeah, to make it 4-0, Jesus came on. I thought it was a great bit of individual skill. He sold the defender, but it's still a tight angle, hasn't got much space. And he's dropped the ball into the bottom corner. Great goal for Jesus. I feel like it's really good that we're getting both strikers on the pitch in 90 minutes and they're both getting goals. I feel like we've gone from no striker on the pitch to then having 2 strikers who can't get goals. And now we've got 2 strikers that both can get goals in 90 minutes. I mean, what can we say? Like, after the game, Declan Rice was talking, saying, if we'd have said to any Arsenal fans, we're going to be in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup, 8 out of 8 in the Champions League, top of the league, and in the FA Cup, would you take it? And the answer is yes. Bite your hand off for it, because why not? And, I was talking to someone earlier about the amount of games we're playing, and it's obviously we're going to be playing a lot of games. We're in every single competition possible. We just need to win 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. But we're in every competition. Week by week, we're playing 2 games, 3 games in 10 days. It's crazy schedule. And the players must be tired. Arteta must be struggling with the rotation and the injuries and who to play and the form, etc. But this is what we want. This is what we want for our club. 5 years ago, we wasn't in this position. 7 years, we weren't in this position. So it's great that we're in this position where we can be in a semi-final. We've got Chelsea next, who somehow managed to come back from 2-0 down against West Ham. I really don't know. But yeah, let's hope. They're going to be firing now. They're going to be confident. We're going into this game confident as well. We're at the Emirates. But that's another video. But I want to talk about the game. We didn't really dominate Leeds. The possession was basically 50-50. And I feel like when it's 50-50, we play better. I don't think we played better as a team dominating. We dominated Kairat in the second half. And a lot of the play is played across the defence, across the park. We literally just repeating the same scenario over and over and over again. Nothing's really happening. And it's also essentially giving the other players a bit of a rest because they're not really moving. You know, they've locked in their position. They're quite static, and there's not much movement. So also almost resting because we're not putting that through ball. We're not breaking the lines. So I feel like when Leeds had a lot of possession, or 50-50, it actually benefits us because then you can see Martinelli on the break. I saw a chance where Trossard, one touch through ball, like insane through ball. I don't even know how he was thinking it. Onto Gyökeres, unfortunately, the defender, which one it wasn't Darlow, caught him and he wasn't able to get his shot off. But I feel like he should have got his shot off though. But yeah, this is what I mean. When we don't have possession all the time, we can get those fast breaks with the likes of Martinelli, Gyökeres, and Trossard with pace. And Havertz, good to see Havertz starting. Obviously came off in the second half. Didn't really impact the game too much. But, you know, he's still finding his feet, getting used to the speed of the game. So, you know, I feel like in the next few games, we'll definitely see the best of Kai Havertz again. But yeah, like I say, we didn't really need to dominate Leeds. Leeds, the reason I thought this was going to be a tricky game is because we went up to Nottingham Forest and we struggled. And Leeds are one above Forest. So, you know, these teams are fighting relegation. People can say, yep, they're 18th, they're 17th, they're 16th, whatever. But at the end of the day, none of these players want to go down. None of them want to be playing in the Championship. They want to stay in the Prem. So every single game to them now matters. So if it means doing a low block and getting a 0-0 draw, that's what they'll do. And, you know, Leeds didn't really sit back. They came out to play today, fair play to them. But when you come out to play against Arsenal, you're going to get hurt. And that's exactly what happened. Whereas Forest, they were happy to just chill. And we saw the outcome of that one. But again, defence was really good today. Leeds had one shot on target. What's his name? I was going to say Mark Viduka. Mark Viduka, you know, old school Leeds striker there. You know, some of you probably won't even remember who that is. But Calvin Lewin, I was quite worried. He was had quite a good season, not in form over his last 5 games, but had a good season so far. I mean, I'd say a good season for a team that's in 17th. You wouldn't expect a team that's in 17th to have a striker that's getting that many goals. If you look at Palace, Mateta's not really firing this season. You look at Forest, they're without Chris Wood, haven't got a striker. I mean, is it Jesus hasn't really been firing either. None of the teams below them have got a striker that's really hit the ground running. And if they do get a bit of form, they'll probably be out of the relegation battle. So, you know, considering Calvin Lewin's got quite a few goals, I thought they would have been quite a bit more adventurous, getting a few more shots on target and test Saliba, Gabriel and Raya. But there wasn't much going on in defence. It's quite comfortable. My 3-star players, I like to do 3-star players. And this isn't necessarily man of the match. This isn't necessarily the best players on the pitch. This is my best players, I believe, based on not, like I said, not because they were the best players on the pitch, but little elements of what I saw that I think can help them grow, be better in the next game. And the first is Madueke. So there was an opportunity in the first half. He ran the ball off the pitch again, and I was like, yeah, here we go. But then he got the assist for Zubamendi with a cross, and then taking corners, got the goal. Got the own goal of Darlow for the corner, and it's like that bit of confidence there because Saka's now out. He's going to be taking the corners on the right hand side. He needs that confidence to say, you know, I can take the corners. Put the cross in for Zubamendi, got the goal. Getting that assist, building confidence because I feel like he's definitely a confidence player. Definitely good on the ball, got feet, got speed, which need the end product. And today we saw the end product with the assists and the corner. So yeah, Madueke, definitely one of my top 3 players today. We want to see more of that, and we want to see a tiny bit of end product. I hope he starts against Chelsea and hope he gets a goal against Chelsea. That'd be the icing on the cake for him. Second player, I believe, that was, for me, best player today, Martinelli. Obviously, he didn't play first half, but as we know now, this game is played in 2 halves. It's a game of 2 halves. Martinelli, I thought, was really good when he came on. Showed a lot of pace, showed skill, got the ball into the box when he could, beat his man, defended really well, tracked back, done everything we needed and everything we used to want from Martinelli. And I forgot how quick Martinelli is. He's so rapid. When he actually fights, and he's playing on the right hand side, by the way, if you didn't see the game, usually you see him on the left, but today, sorry, he's playing on the right. So, it must be hard for a winger. There's so much is on the left hand side. You're used to cutting in or trying to drive on your left, whereas naturally, I think he's better on the right from what I saw today. So, hopefully, him and Madueke can rotate, or they can, switch during the game. You never know. We'll see. But yeah, Martinelli for me, definitely up there. Other people may have picked Saliba or Gabriel. They played well. Or they might have picked Rice or Zubimendi for getting the goal. Gyökeres for getting the goal. But I've picked Nketiah. Every time I see him play, I think he gets better. I feel like when I first saw him play, he looked really strong, but a bit too aggressive for the Premier League. I think he was very much like just knocking into players, and I was like, you're going to get sent off. You can't do that anymore here. Those days are done. And I feel like he's kind of relaxed himself a little bit and he's flowing into the game. He's looking for Trossard. He's looking to play the ball forward. He's good at holding the line. He plays well from the back and he defends very well as well. He's very strong. He's capable. And yeah, I didn't think it, but I think he's going to cement himself at left back. And kudos to him. I think he played really well. I think he's getting better each game. Every time I see him, I feel like I feel more confident than him. So yeah, for me, Madueke, Martinelli, and Nketiah, my 3-star players. Against Leeds, 4-0, top of the league. The pressure is on Man City now against Spurs. And I think Villa have either got Brentford or Bournemouth. I can't remember which B it is. They got one of the Bs. Brentford or Bournemouth tomorrow as well. Pressure's on them. So yeah, we've done our job now. Sit back, relax, and I'll see you guys for the Carabao Cup. Peace.